Hey guys, it's Deligracy here, and today I'm doing a very special collab video with MegLovesGames, who is from the UK and is a fellow simmer and YouTuber who has an awesome channel with heaps of different Sims Let's Plays and speed builds and a ton of other games as well. Was there anything else that you wanted to add in on that description, Meg?
No, not really. Basically, I love Sims. I love building. I'm not quite as good as Deligracy, but I do my best, and I play a lot of other games as well. I'm sure you'll find something you like. I mean, I make 21 videos a week, so
which is insane.
There's got to be something.
That's incredible. That's awesome. But no, Meg should give herself more credit because beautiful speed builds, and you may have seen her collab on James's Sim Supply YouTube channel for the Yin and Yang house, was it?
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Which was really nice interiors. I loved that. Before I was on YouTube, I watched that a couple of times through and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but she's definitely about in the simming community. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of you know her already. But yeah, this collab was really fun. At the moment, Meg and I can only see a black screen, but you guys will be seeing amazing exteriors of her build right now. My startup disk, unfortunately, was full when I made the original export file. But in any case, that aside, I am having some computer issues. We do know that. But basically, I loved this build. It was really cool. It's kind of really modern. I love the slanted roofing over the garage area and the kind of bits of wood on the exterior and the stone. It's a really lovely contrast. But yeah, a whole heap of fun, this one. So thank you, Meg.
No problem at all. Thank you for decorating it.
So we're just going into the interior now. Just so you guys know, most importantly, the build half of this is on Meg's channel, which you should definitely check out because it's got us chatting about that and seeing the decision making on that side of the collaboration. And then, of course, this side you'll be seeing just the interior. So just putting in some wallpapers and the flooring for now. Keeping it relatively dark, the colours in the house, but it is lightened up a fair bit with the furniture, I think. Yeah, and this wallpaper is for the child's room, sorry, and going with kind of a funky, energetic pattern there with a lot of blue colours and spots. Just a little bit of fun, I guess.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
But yeah, I was just saying to Meg before that I with a lot of my houses, if you've watched my other videos, I like to kind of have a storyline for the Sims I would imagine living in it if it was in my game. That's who I decorate for. So I was kind of thinking there'd be a single mum with a little boy who's kind of a career woman. So yeah, but Meg, I don't know what your thoughts were behind this house. Did you think of what kind of Sims would live here, or did you just kind of build?
I don't really think about that when I build, actually. I'm kind of get stuck with an idea and I kind of build from that rather than like the Sims themselves. I guess that's kind of where we differ in terms of our building styles. I mean,
yeah, it's a bit funny, I guess, how I do that. I have to do it. It's like OCD. I need to think of who's going to live here before I can do it.
I mean, it's fair enough. It's good practice as well, because like working for clients and whatever.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's that kind of used to doing design briefs or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
But just before then, you could see that I was putting in some floor tiling on the roof that was actually ceiling roses. I think it came from Midnight Hollow, which I really loved and I've been wanting to use. So I thought this was the perfect build to use it on.
Yeah, it worked really nicely. It made it look kind of somewhat traditional, but it still looked contemporary at the same time. It was really nice.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if in the UK you have this, but in Melbourne, a lot of older houses are kind of renovated to look super duper modern, but they always leave the old school ceiling roses in the roof, and it's just a really lovely contrast.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Have you noticed that or not really?
I don't, well, I guess it's a lot harder to kind of get rid of that in some kind of renovation jobs, but I've not really noticed that actually
Yeah.
in builds over here.
But yeah, I was just kind of making a little sitting kind of desk area in the corner here, except because I merged some shelves from Into the Future on top of some other shelves here, when I rotated the camera, it actually was really glitchy, so I have to kind of rejig the shelves quite a bit here in a second, which is a shame because I really liked how this was originally looking. Hopefully in The Sims 4, the shelves or the objects that overlap, they can somehow stop that visual glitching.
Yeah, that would work really nicely.
Oh, it's so annoying. But yeah, you can see they're just being rejigged here a little bit. Oh, I tried putting them in white to see if that would fix the problem, but it didn't. And overlapping some picture frames there, so it kind of looks like it is leaning against the wall. Something I do enjoy to do in a lot of videos.
Mm.
But yeah, I also really like that kind of red locker thing in the corner behind the chair as well.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. It kind of implemented that tiny bit of red that you had going on in the chair as well. And I thought that was quite cool.
Yeah, do you know what pack that came with? Was that like the fireman career or something? I don't know, in Ambitions maybe.
It would either be like Ambitions or it might be Fastlane.
Oh,
it had like all the sport kind of garage kind of locker kind of things going on, you know.
Yeah. Actually, that's really handy for when you're decorating garages, the Fastlane stuff pack.
Yeah.
I do like
I think there's like a giant wall hanging of like bunches of tools, and I think that would look really cool. But I haven't actually been able to use it yet, but I definitely will.
Yeah. And we had some issues with the content in both of our games didn't quite align.
Nah, not quite.
But these windows that you can see in the house right now, you've got to check out Meg's channel where the video is, because the windows she used were really, really beautiful, which I unfortunately didn't have. Which is such a shame because, I mean, I still thought this build was awesome and I didn't realize I had the wrong windows. I was still like, I love it. but yeah, they definitely look very snazzy in the original build. But Meg also doesn't have a couple of these couches, so...
No, and I didn't have that shelf that was underneath the Into the Future shelves either, so when I was taking my pictures, I mean, it still looked awesome even without them, but it was just interesting to see how different it looked.
Yeah, actually that's true. I did notice that just before. But yeah, this is a thing with collabs. I mean, it's easy to forget that you don't all have the same game content because there's just so much when you start using store items as well.
Yeah.
But yes, and there's a little pet corner here for a dog or a cat.
Oh, I'm actually quite intrigued to see what paintings you put up there because I don't have those ones either. And they had some really weird ones overlapping. And so I had to change them when I was doing my picture. I was like, I can't have that.
It's just not
acceptable.
I fixed it. Oh, I'm glad you did. Yeah, I don't actually know where those paintings came from, to be honest. Do you have Roaring Heights in your game?
No, I don't. I want that so desperately, but being a student and all that.
Oh, student life, I understand. Yeah, they could be from Roaring Heights, maybe. Or Midnight. Actually, I don't think they're from Midnight Hollow.
No, I have Midnight Hollow, so that's one of the few I have. I have Dragon Valley, and not Roaring Heights. Dragon Valley, Midnight Hollow, and I think that's it in terms of Store Worlds. I've been slacking on Store Worlds.
Well, it adds up quickly.
Yeah. Plus, there's enough good worlds out there to kind of see that have been made by the community as well. Like, for example, Sim Cookie makes amazing worlds. If any of you have ever seen Sunset Died, that is incredible.
Oh, I have to check that out.
And it's like post-apocalyptic. It's awesome, and I can't wait to kind of build something in it. I downloaded it earlier, and I'm just so eager to try it out.
Oh, wow. That sounds cool.
And then, of course, there's the world that James is working on right now. I've got some ideas for that when it comes out too, so that should be fun.
Yeah, I'm super excited for him to release that. I like it because it's quite small. Yeah. It's not a big world, so I feel like you could get really like intimate with your game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like everything is so close, so it'd be nice for when you're actually playing. And not only that, there is a fair amount of lots in there. Not just because like it's tiny and whatever. It works quite well.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of building involved.
Yeah, I guess that's why he's been trying to get the community involved, which is also a very cool thing. I reckon seeing what the community does will be such fun.
That'd be fascinating, actually. There's there is a lot of talent out there for sure.
Yes, and not all of it is actually made aware of through like YouTube and stuff. There are a lot of people that just build for themselves or occasionally upload stuff to the exchange that never really get any kind of recognition because they just don't really put themselves out there in that kind of way, and it would be cool to see what they do.
Yeah. It's a great idea. Very good idea. And this is kind of a laundry / dishwashing area, maybe a pantry, you could say.
I love the crate of ramen noodles you put on there. I've been waiting for a place to put those in my build because they're so hilarious because it was a university life thing, and I'm like, that's so university. It's hilarious because I spent a while of my time eating ramen noodles.
Yeah.
I spent a good amount of time doing that, and I'm sure every other student has at some point.
Definitely. If you guys, like, obviously a lot of viewers are still in school and haven't been to university yet, but you get a ton of free stuff, like free food. I don't know. Did you get that, Meg?
I got no
you got
free food
no
at all.
free food? We got just like given out food. It was awesome, like noodles and stuff.
Oh wow.
maybe that's more Australian, more of an Australian thing. I don't know.
See, we kind of just eat noodles because they are so cheap, and in our campus, especially, we have an Asian food shop right in the center of our union, and they have 40p noodles, and they're like proper noodles. They're like real salty kind of good ramen noodles rather than the stuff that you get over here in the UK that kind of is a bit bland. Actually has flavor, so it's cool.
Oh, yummy. Yeah, Asian food stores are the best.
I have some in my room right now. I should probably make those at some point.
What time is it for you though? It's so late.
It's 20 to 6 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
It's ramen breakfast.
Oh wow. Can you sleep today?
Yeah, I don't have anything until 2 in the afternoon, so I'm all good.
Okay, good.
I have my last lab of the year. That's kind of scary.
Oh, exciting.
I can't believe I've been at uni for a year, but yeah. This is not what the video is about. It's about
Sorry,
the build.
we'll get back into it.
Yeah, we've been nattering for hours already.
I know.
This is like the first Skype call I've been in with Deli, and we've just had a good old natter for like hours before we even started recording this. And so
getting on like
we might end up going back into
like a house on fire. But let's get back to the build.
Yes.
So here I am choosing rugs / carpets, and I take so long trying to pick one here. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know, the olive green walls, it was really hard to kind of get a pattern, one that matched the pattern around the stove area, and also the colour.
I love those.
So basically, generally the rule I have is I like to go with almost complementary colours. So obviously with a green, you're going to go for a red or orange colour, which I end up doing. But with the pattern on the wall, it was kind of hard, so I decided to stick with a busy pattern, so the two patterns would complement each other, I suppose. Yeah. And I love making these kind of floor-boarded tables. One of my very close friends actually makes tables from recycled floorboards, so...
wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's really, really talented. So I guess I took that idea from him. But yeah, and I did not use mismatched chairs here, which is just really controversial because I use mismatched chairs all the time. but I figured the room had already a lot going on. But one thing I really do get frustrated with in The Sims that really drives me nutty is the fact that the curtains don't fit all the windows.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes.
And I have been getting comments for people saying, Deli, like, use curtains in your interiors, but I can't.
Oh, I get that as well.
Can't, yeah.
I'm like, I can't use curtains if they don't fit right. It's like against everything I stand for. It's OCD and all that. It's just, you can't.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. I can't have a curtain that doesn't fit the window. I just won't do it. So I'm sorry if you're viewing this and it frustrates you. I apologize. But hopefully in The Sims 4, they will fix that or make them adjustable in some shape or form.
What they should do is they should have like a style, and then you hover over a window and it fits that window.
Oh,
that would be so cool, no matter what the size is.
Just have a good idea.
Particular style, like you could have like a traditional style, or you could have blinds or something like that. And if you could get it to where you could just hover over the right window and it would just work, it would be awesome. It'd be a hell to code, so I'm not expecting it in any way, shape or form. That would be an intense amount of code. But it'd be cool.
Yeah.
So try not to expect it.
That would be amazing, though. I'm gonna tweet it to them. I'll be like, Deli and Meg requests this. No, they're probably actually.
We should just design the game.
Yeah, we should make.
Just Deli and Meg design The Sims 4.
We could make it like a really basic version with stick figures. That would be awesome.
But then you'd kind of push all the code at me, like, you do computer science.
I'll design the interface and you just code.
Yeah.
That would work.
Oh god, that would be so bad. Well, on my part, at least.
Yeah,
I'm just the worst at programming. I've been programming for about 3 months, so I'm not fantastic for those of you who don't understand why I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that is an important detail. This is just the walk-in area. What do you call the entrance room in a house? I don't even know the word.
I don't know. It kind of depends on the size of the house. Like, if it were like a mansion, you'd probably want to call it like a foyer or an atrium or something like that.
They're fancy words. Atrium.
I know.
Here we are in the atrium.
I would just call that a foyer.
Yeah. I couldn't decide which end table to put here as well. That was kind of
that one's adorable.
Annoying me, but that worked nicely, I think. My sister actually walked in at that point. That's why we skip along a bit, because I had to cut it, and she's like, you've got to change the table. I don't like it. She comes in and kind of gives her advice now and then, which is quite funny.
That's cute. My sisters don't watch any of my videos.
Oh, really? They should. Yeah. They're awesome. You should. Yeah.
I guess it's kind of good because they don't take the mickey out of what I say, so it's fine.
I suppose you don't really want your siblings commenting and being cheeky.
Oh, they do occasionally. I used to do a series on my channel with my sister where I played The Sims 2 with her, and I started my second Sims 2 Let's Play like a couple weeks back, and she comments like, it was better when I was in it. It was like, gee, thanks. Fun.
Yeah, maybe my sister will have a little bit of commentary at some point. I don't know. She has a lot of criticism though, so I don't know if that could be a bit of a worry.
That's always fun though, hearing somebody just be super cynical or sarcastic about something, and then the other person's like, but it's so good.
Actually, yeah, it would probably be entertaining for you guys listening, but might make me feel a bit orkies. And I love this split level you did here to the bathroom area. So cool.
Oh, thank you. I really did like this idea, and I wanted to implement it better, but with the space I had, that was the best I could do.
No, it's really cool. I like it a lot. And moving on to the mum's bedroom, or whatever sim you have, their bedroom. And I wanted to go with kind of a really bright and at the same time lovely kind of Duna cover.
Yeah.
So I go with a floral pattern, which is nice. And mismatched side tables, of course.
Because something has to be mismatched in this. Of course.
If there wasn't, that would just be wrong.
Yeah, you didn't do it in the dining room table, so you had to do it in the bedroom.
Yep, pretty much. And now those windows. I keep thinking of the ones in your video. They're so different. I still like this though, because maybe it's a little more quaint. I don't know.
Yeah.
In a way. But having a great old time here looking at a whole heap of different wall coverings. I was really keen to be experimental, but in the end I kind of go with this very bold striped pattern that really does kind of clash with the Doona cover, but I think it also complements it in a weird way.
Yeah, because it has like the same sort of blues in it, so it's just very bright in comparison to like the rest of the room, I guess.
It looks awesome.
But it looks awesome.
Thanks. I would love to have in my own room like a massive feature wall like that. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
There's actually
my walls are all white, so it's really boring. Like every time I look up, all I see is white walls, and we're not even allowed to put posters on our walls, and it makes me sad.
Not even with like blue tack or something?
No, they get really funny about it.
You can get these hooks from the supermarkets here that they don't mark the wall. You don't have to hammer them in.
Oh wow,
they're really cool, and it's not blue tack either. So, they're cool.
I will have to look into that.
I will send you a link. Get them shipped from Australia.
I'm sure if they have them in Australia, they probably have them over here.
Surely.
Too. In some form, at least.
We're usually a little bit behind, never in front with these things. And I did just dull the wallpaper there a tad too. And this is a lovely decking area with some sun lounges.
Oh yeah, I love this.
Yeah, I think it's really, really sweet. And I kind of put a few lanterns around the place for nighttime.
Yeah, I love the little candles on the floor.
Kind of romantic. Looking out to the stars, if your Sims are into that. And yeah, I put some flowers. Oh, not flowers, like a bushy balcony here, which is kind of cool.
I think I did mean to do that, but I completely forgot about it when I was doing it. Because it seemed a bit of a pointless waste of space if you didn't have plants in it, really.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, it just kind of made sense to put them there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And this is the kids' bedroom. Originally I was like, oh, she can have twin boys, because I would love to have twin boys one day. That would be so cool. But in the end I was like, I don't like the bunk bed. So she ended up...
Yeah, having that in the centre of the room looks really odd. I always find bunk beds look better towards a wall.
Yeah, it just looked... It just was not quite right. So kind of get rid of that. And just struggling with those Doona covers as well, to be honest. And again, it's a bit of a struggle to get the Doona cover to go with such a busy wallpaper too. But I go with an orange and like a really lovely star pattern, which I haven't seen in the textures before, so that was nice to go with that. But yeah, little boy's room, which is cute. Yeah.
I really do love what you do with it. Like, for example, you use the curtain above the bed. It doesn't really look like a curtain, but apparently it's a curtain.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of, what do you call those things? You call them a...
Canopy, normally.
That's the word.
Something like that.
Yeah, I was going to put it in the corner there and put toys underneath and the pillows from Generations.
Like a little den.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so adorable.
But then in the end, I really liked it, the flat colour against the wall. I thought it broke it up quite a bit, which was nice. But thinking about it, I could have done another one in kind of the opposite corner. Oh, rats. Can add that into your game if you choose to download the house.
I might steal it for another build. Who knows?
You're more than welcome.
I thank you.
Yeah, he's going to be musical as well, this kid. He's going to be a Showtime star, potentially.
Awesome.
Yeah, just checking out the lighting as well here. And putting some shelves up. I love these shelves when you overlap just the basic single shelves from Into the Future. They don't glitch out much. So
that works really nicely.
Such a relief that they made sure that worked well. And a little train set on there too. It's quite cute. And there's the MILF car, the soccer mom car.
Yeah.
Gotta have one of those.
And I love that you put the bikes underneath that little like alcove bit, I guess you could call it, where the windows are.
Yeah,
I like that.
I wasn't sure whether to put plants there. I nearly put indoor plants there, but like some plant boxes. But in the end, I just went with the bikes.
No, that worked really well.
And
I love that little swing set. It's adorable.
Yeah, it's cute. And here are the screenshots. You can get a good idea of the interior here. Hopefully you can see that ceiling rose there because it took so long to put those in. And the kitchen with the little study area. And the dining area. Those lights are pretty full on actually. I can't remember what expansion they're from, but they're kind of cool. And one of my paintings have gone missing. One of my favorite paintings. Have you ever lost random things in your game, Meg?
Yes. I keep losing my favorite tree. I always lose my favorite tree.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
It's kind of funny.
I don't know how to get it back. Like, I suppose you have to reinstall it.
No, I'm sometimes just closing the game works.
Well, thank you so much, Meg, for helping with this collab, or building the collab. I had such an awesome time. And I'll add in some extra screenshots here because we've run over time. But I had so much fun, so thank you very much. And definitely check out Meg's channel. It's really awesome, and the build half is really interesting too. But yeah, I will speak to you guys soon. Bye!